Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edge Hill. My name is Clive Edwards. I'm Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the governing body at this university. It's a great pleasure now to declare that this ceremony for the conferment of degrees is open.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellors, Mr. Mayor, Madam Mayoress, graduands, family and friends. I am thrilled to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony for students from the Department of Media. I was fortunate enough to join this department and become its head in January of this year. And I'm very excited to partake of my very first graduation ceremony here at Edge Hill. But I've got to tell you, I love graduation ceremonies. I love them because of the joy that we see. I love them because we see the pride both of our students and of their friends and family and caretakers. I love the weird, arcane, and sometimes baffling rituals. I love the extravagant and silly, but fabulous robes and hats. I mean, come on. But mostly, I love them because of what they represent. They are the collective recognition and celebration of the years of hard work that our students have undertaken. Your commitment, your time in lecture theatres, libraries, TV and animation studios, editing suites, sitting up until 3 in the morning trying to finish an assignment, debating about directors, about writers, about production methods, lighting techniques, histories, theories, about briefs and campaigns. But as well as the skills and knowledge that you have acquired, which are hugely important and valuable, you have gained other attributes, developed other capacities. And graduation is a place to celebrate and recognize these too. The ability to have confidence in your own ideas. The belief in your own voice. Not just abstractly in the sense of asserting a view, but materially, actually being able to speak to a room of people, some of them strangers. You have learned to look and work collaboratively as part of a team, to negotiate, to delegate, to share, to compromise, to stand your ground, but also to accept your personal responsibility and individual contribution to your work, your own personal success. And these skills and attributes, this knowledge and confidence will help you as you move from study into either further study or work. And it is worth noting that in 2013, the Office for National Statistics published data that showed that media-related subjects were the second most employable degree in the UK, and a really, really closely contested second, marginally behind medicine. But this graduation ceremony is not all about your future studies or jobs. Indeed, you may not choose to enter employment at all. You may become stay-at-home dads or stay-at-home mums or primary caregivers or any number of other options available to you. So this ceremony is also about the traditions you'll be taking forward. It's about thanking you for being ambassadors both for Edge Hill and for the global community of media graduates. Edge Hill has a long and proud tradition of promoting social justice. From its founding as a teacher training college for women in the 19th century to its current award-winning status as one of the UK's most forward-thinking and socially engaged higher education institutes, you are graduating from an institution that truly believes that universities not only change the lives of those who study with us, of all of you, but through you, the lives of the communities to which you might be returning, or the new communities that you do not yet know, nationwide and internationally. And as media graduates, you are the inheritors of a great tradition and a great responsibility. Since humans first knew pigment, clay, and words, they have told stories. And on cave walls, on poetry, on parchment, on celluloid, on vinyl, on magnetic tape, and in binary code, they have mediated these stories to ever-increasing numbers of other humans. whether as films, animations, songs, advertising campaigns, television programs, newspaper stories, or social media memes and content. Humans have never told more stories, hewn more narratives, and mediated themselves more prolifically than today. And you are at the vanguard of the next generation of makers, of theorists, of producers, and you carry ancestral tales and future capacity on your backs. It's an awesome honor, but also a burden. But it's a burden that the knowledge, the skills, and the confidence that you have developed here in your time studying media at this wonderful university, it will help you overcome. And as you move forwards and carry both Edge Hill University and the traditions and future of mediated narratives with you, you will from time to time rely on the help of others. You will require the intervention of friends, of co-workers, of family, of institutions, and others. So as we celebrate your success to this point, could I ask that you acknowledge those who have helped you to get this far? Your friends, both here and elsewhere, your family, your caregivers, the cleaners who sorted out the mess in your dorms, the people in finance and student support and everywhere in this university, including in this room and supporting this event, who make this place and keep it for you and us going. The media production team and learning services colleagues whose work and effort and commitment is inspirational. The professional service staff who are nearly always the first port of call for you as you enter into our wonderful Creative Edge building. And the academic staff whose expertise, critical thinking, passion, and enthusiasm has, I hope, worn off on all of you. And finally, to yourselves. Look long and hard at each other and remember this day. Remember these people and these years. You have all achieved something wonderful, and I hope you are as proud of yourselves as we are of you.
Vice-Chancellor, today we are honouring Janice Long, a broadcaster who has had an immense and distinctive impact on popular music in the UK and who is one of the pioneers of covering wider social and cultural issues in popular music radio. Janice grew up in Bootle in Liverpool and first tried to enter the world of radio by applying to be a station assistant at Radio Merseyside in 1979. Not having been offered a place, she spent time working as cabin crew for Laker Airways, living in Amsterdam, hitching to Greece, and serving in a wimpy bar. Somewhere along the line, a letter from Radio Merseyside caught up with her, indicating their renewed interest now that she had acquired more life experience, and she became a station assistant, a diverse technical role involving editing and driving desks. Janice was encouraged to try other things, including reading short stories by authors from Liverpool's lively literary scene. Janice's career as a broadcaster properly began with Street Life, a Radio Merseyside show she devised and presented, taking her knowledge of the local music scene and crafting a weekly broadcast that featured then little-known local bands such as Echo and the Bunnymen, China Crisis, and Frankie Goes to Hollywood. With a £10 budget, Street Life also covered social issues affecting young people with incisive interviews and features. Street Life achieved cult status, its listeners including people at BBC Radio 1, which led to Janice being offered her own show on the national pop station via a phone call which she initially assumed to be a joke. Janice's Radio 1 career started in 1982 with a weekly show, and in 1984 she became the first female DJ to appear on a daily basis. The Janice Long Show featured music, news, interviews, and, crucially, live sessions, which were an important way for new artists to be heard and funded. Janice was also the first female presenter on Top of the Pops, regularly appearing during the 80s and returning for the last ever show in 2006. In 1985, Janice was part of the team presenting Live Aid, the monumental worldwide charity event. Shamefully, Janice had to leave Radio 1 for the reason that she was pregnant without being married. This was in 1987. Following this, Janice worked on a variety of stations, including GLR, Radio 5 and XFM, where she was involved in bidding for the station getting a permanent licence. In 1995, Janice returned to Liverpool to establish her own radio station, Crash FM, an alternative channel showcasing all that was excellent in the city's music scene. But by 1999, she was back on the national airwaves, appearing on Radio 2 and 6 Music. As a national presenter with an ear for potential, Janice is in a unique position to champion new and exciting music, not just by playing records, but also by hosting live sessions, a format she continues to use in her current show on Radio Wales. It is hard to overestimate the importance of these to new bands. The modest fee could be enough to pay for 6 months of rehearsal time. The live sessions have created an archive of unique performances by many notable acts, including Adele, Primal Scream, Kasabian, the Manic Street Preachers, Marillion and Morrissey. On Janice's shows, listeners can expect to hear great music, but also interviews with filmmakers, actors, poets and composers. Janice's personal connections and deep knowledge of popular music in all its forms give her the opportunity to explore the unfolding cultural heritage in shows such as A Long Walk with Janice, in-depth talks with stars exploring meaningful places in their lives. The list of artists who have benefited from being given airtime by Janice at the beginning of their careers is long and illustrious, including Amy Winehouse, The Teardrop Explodes, The Icicle Works, and The Farm. Students and staff in the university are among those who know the thrill of hearing Janice Long play tracks on her shows. Janice has given invaluable levels of exposure to artists from the university's own record label, playing songs from our very first releases by the Ink Hearts and Hooton Tennis Club, to the most recent by graduate from last year, Bill Nixon. Merely having the records played is of huge benefit to the artists, but Janice's genuine, warm and enthusiastic introductions give massive impetus to new work. Her high-profile championing of the university's label recordings has been extremely useful in gaining the project widespread industry attention. Despite the grueling busyness of life as a broadcaster, Janice finds time to support charitable endeavours, including being a patron of the Samaritans in Birmingham and of the Flory in Liverpool, as well as supporting various festivals by curating stages and contributing to panels and discussions. Janice Long's radio work is exemplary of radio broadcasting at its best, energetic, engaging, interactive and diverse. Throughout her long career, her work has been energised by a deep and genuine love of music that dates back to her youth. The enthusiasm of the Janice Long swapping records in the Christchurch Bootle Youth Club, collecting sheet music at home, competing the NME crossword, seeing bands in Eric's, is the same enthusiasm we can hear nightly on the BBC airwaves. The way music is produced and consumed and the genres people listen to have transformed almost beyond recognition. But through all of this, Janice has maintained her presence as an entertaining and knowledgeable guide and a vital enabler of emerging talent. This year, 2018, the university is celebrating 100 years since Some Women got the vote through our Wonder Women campaign. Janice's career shows how passion and humanity can be the bedrock of a flourishing and diverse career, and it is particularly fitting that her contribution should be celebrated within this year. Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellors, colleagues, graduands, friends, family and guests, it gives me great pleasure to present Janice Long for the award of Doctor of Arts honoris causa.
by the authority vested in me as the Vice-Chancellor of Edge Hill University, I hereby confer the award of Honorary Doctor of Arts upon the wonderful Janice Long.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Gosh, I'm blubbing already. I apologise. And I had all sorts of things in my head that I was going to say, and all of a sudden they seem to have disappeared. But thank you so much. This really means the world to me. I always used to look at people getting those and I used to think, would it be great if somebody gave me one? I'd love it. And when I told my daughter, she went, I'm at uni and it's going to take me 3 years and you're just going to be given one day. But it is such a wonderful honour, and I wish my mum and my brother Keith could be here to appreciate it as well. But I've got friends and family here, and I feel very, very blessed because I have had an incredible life. Every day I think, gosh, what must it feel like to be doing something that you really don't like? I'm so lucky to be doing a job that I'm completely into. You know, whoa, who's going to say, oh, I hate listening to music, and I hate going to gigs, and I hate doing a radio show, and I hate interviewing all of these incredibly famous people. So I do, as I say, I count my blessings every day. It's not always been easy. I grew up in a time when there was a lot of sexism, and as you heard, I was fired for being pregnant and not married. We are married now, aren't we, Paul? We got married after 30 years of being together. We got married last year. But I don't think Radio 1 would have me back. But I have faced all kinds of stuff. Body image, criticism for wearing Doc Martens, are you a lesbian? Who cares if I am? You know, all of that kind of stuff that I've had to fight against over the years. And gradually, it's changing. For everybody, all genders, it's changing. But there are going to be obstacles, and those obstacles, you get over them. You ride them. Don't let anything get in the way of your dreams and your ambitions. And always, I think, especially in media, you have to dare to be different. When somebody says, who would you like to be like? You be yourself. Be true to yourself and stick to your guns. Have your dreams and follow them. And always look out for other people, because I notice you can get some really horrible people. You know, you wouldn't want to have them in your sort of social world, but you have to work with them. Don't you become one of those, you know, because people always remember. They always remember the lovely people, the nice people, and they're the people who are looked after. Nobody wants to be really bothered with the person that's treating everybody like the proverbial. But you must be so proud. You must be so proud today, and you must all be incredibly proud. What I have to say is I had a guided tour. We went in one of those little buggies like you get at Trentham Gardens or Alton Towers, and we got taken all the way around the campus. I think I'm going to book a holiday here. It's fantastic, isn't it? I did not think, and my dad only lives down the road in Rainford, and obviously I passed along here for many years, and I had no idea that I knew that they were building more of a university, but I did not have any idea how beautiful I could live here. I really, really couldn't. I've said, can I book a holiday? And they said, you can come anytime. So they were sorry that they said that. I'll be on that beach. Having a fantastic time. But yeah, thank you. It means so much. And it's a bit of a red letter day. Is it a red letter? Yeah, it is a red letter. Because when I leave here, I've got to go to London. And the Royal College of Art is the launch tonight of an exhibition of paintings, portrait photographs of 100 women who did something first. So you've got Betty Boothroyd, who's like Speaker in the House of Commons. You've got Shirley Williams from MP Crosby. You've got all kinds of people, athletes. The woman who got first equal pay in 1943. And so there are 100 of them, and I'm part of that exhibition. So you can imagine how I'm feeling today. It's just like brilliant. Last night was like Christmas Eve. I was all excited. Thank you. Anyway, I'll wrap up. It's your day. Have a fantastic day and enjoy every moment of it. And good luck to all of you with your careers. And anybody who's thinking of coming here, I'm coming here to give some talks and hang out and what have you. But it's it really is a fantastic university, and I'm so glad that I'm now part of it. It's brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you.
That was just wonderful. Thank you, Janice. Each year, working in partnership with the university, the Students' Union invites nominations from students to recognise those staff, academic and support staff, who have made the greatest difference to their time at university. And every year, the Students' Union receives hundreds of nominations from students who really want to recognise the impact staff have had on them. And this year is no exception. From the hundreds of nominations, just 10 awards are made, and the work of these exceptional colleagues is recognised at these ceremonies. I'd like to introduce Luke Meyer, the Vice President of the Students' Union, who will present the award this morning. And this morning's award actually goes to a team of exceptional colleagues who have already been mentioned today by Matthew in his opening address. And in the nomination, the students praise the support of this team and the support particularly they provide for student productions, both in and out of the university's studios. They provide outstanding support for the creation of productions from classes in lighting, sound, vision mixing, camera work. And not only do they provide support for the use of the equipment, but also the maintenance of the equipment. And they are invaluable in supporting the development of student skills that they will need in industry. Unfortunately, because they're very devoted to the cause, most of the team can't come up to collect the award today because they are the people that you will see around the room behind the cameras, ensuring that we capture the day forever. So I would like to acknowledge, in receipt of the award, the work of Rachel Bell, Dan Hall, Claire Idden, Ian Steele and Jude Wilkinson, and invite Paul Farrell and Alistair Emmett to collect the award on behalf of the whole media production team.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of Academic Board, I present students from the Faculty of Arts and Sciences who are candidates for awards today. For the degree of Master of Research in Media, Bethan Ellen Hilton. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Animation, Lois Bennett. Lauren Jade Christiansen. Reese Alexander Cordingley. Carl Hargreaves. Michelle Heath. Jonathan James Honor. Bethany Susan Jukes. Philippe Mathieu Geoffroy. Amy Megan Lester. Beth Louise Ann Lord. Chelsea Louise Mack. Bethany Amelia Georgina Marsden. Amy Louise Midgley. Phoebe O'Shea. Owen Claire Pritchard. Sophie Larissa Smith. Sophie Lauren Stokes. Callum Walton. Aimante Zelvite. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Digital SFX Animation, Alexander James Campbell. Samuel Gavin Joey Clegg. Adam Joseph Whiteside. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film and TV Production, Favor Olefemi Osieba Adedrian. Lily May Albrook. Chloe Louise Bancroft. Vice-Chancellor, the following student is the first of a group of students to receive the Paul Cannon Memorial Award in acknowledgement of being a crew member on the film judged to be the best of the graduating cohort by the media department. Joshua David Barber. Lauren May Beaumont. Ross Frank Beaumont. Callum James Bentley. John David Jersey Boyson. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Jordan John Brooks. Kieran Michael Carew. Scott Matthew Carlin. Ellie Roseanne Carroll. Tina Chuk. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Sam Josh Christophers. And to Ellie Mae Jessica Clark. Kezia Navhar Octavia Clive. Emma Kathleen Coates. Megan Rose Crank. Rianne Laura Croft. Joseph Peter Crook. Lydia Ruth Joan Daintith. Stacey Louise Davies. Lucy Rose Deakin. Robert J. Mercer Duckworth. Anna Jane Dye. Rachel Fagan. Victoria Louise Farr. Daniel Ian Field. Jessica Lee George. Alicia Joanne Gibbons. Jorge Philip Green. Emma Rowan Hamilton. George James Hardy. Daniel John Harrison. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Benjamin Richard Thomas Hasty. James Michael Hatton. Charlotte Louise Keith. Darby Louise Henderson. Jamie Alexander Hickman. Joanna Marie Higgs. Victoria Helen Howarth. Danielle Lee Kazandis. Shelby Louise Keating. Matthew James King. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Hannah Louise Latham. And also to Quiva Claire Lennon. Charlie J. Littlewood. Benjamin Michael Long. Chad Loop. Charlene Morgan Mackey. Michael Neil McAnulty. Rebecca McFarlane. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Christopher Patrick McGoldrick. Aaron Morgan McMahon. Lee Frederick Meaden. Hannah Louise Malia. Ben Thomas Milner. Jade Rose Morris. Erin Ann Murgatroyd Conlon. Marlon Dean Myerscough. David Nugent. Warren Jake Parkinson. Charlie Andrea Price. Chloe Samantha Regan. Joshua Russell. Rebecca Emma Sharp. Alex Thomas Shepherd. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Jacob Luke Simpson. Ryan James Simpson. Hayden Michael Smith. Thomas John Smith. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Laura Jean Stokes. And to Emily Louise Thomas. Emily Grace Tudbury. Vice-Chancellor, the Paul Cannon Memorial Award is also presented to Joseph Louis Vaughan. And to Charlie Broughton Vengrove. And to Malsha Hansamali Wetasinge. Owen Andrew Wheeler. Ashley Louise Williams. Chloe Louise Wing. Callum Tors Woodhouse. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film Studies, Daniela Laura George. Gareth Adam Bennett Halliwell. Oliver James Marks. Hannah Louise Millett. Chloe Louise Riley. Elise Amanda Wright. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film Studies and Media, Kimberly Rebecca Buckley. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film Studies with Creative Writing, Charlotte Badiali. Joshua James Birchall. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film Studies with English, James Whitfield.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film Studies with Film Production, Christopher George Bayliss. Georgina Chloe Ann Bladen. Alex Joshua Brindle. Jessica Louise Kane. Robert Joseph Cox. Faye Julie Darwent. Charlotte Ellie Fee. Benjamin Robert Jones. Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate has been awarded a Chancellor's Scholarship this year. Yasmin Lok Sum Lee. Declan Joseph McCallion. Rebecca Georgia Melling. Lucas Damon Ravenscroft. Matthew Rayner. Callum Ian James Wallace. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Media, Film and Television, Aidan William John Alexander. Jonathan James Barnwell. Yotam Berant. Alexandra Sarah Brown. Connor Peter Kane. Molly Ann Canland. Joshua Thomas Cook. Sophie Jane Eastwood. Leah Danielle Flight. Samantha Levi Garrity. Jack David Stanley Greenhalgh. Harry George Halliday. Connor Hawley. Robin Susan Haynes. Jaden Lee Holland. Mohammed Adam Jabba. Jasper Luke Kelly. Dale Charles Kelsall. Megan Louise Law. Kerry Malone. Lois Jade McHugh. Amelia Jane McKeague. Paul Christian Popovici. Jonathan Andrew Riddock. Sky Alice Hope Rollinson. Sean James Rosney. Daniel Mark Smith. George Hamish Conan Willits. Carlo Adrian Williams. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Media, Music and Sound, Amy Garibian. Luke Anthony Gilbert. Kudzai Brian Kamariri. Madison Elizabeth Michelle Mullins. Scott David Thorpe. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Motion Graphics, Andrew Luke Paul Bird. Luke Dennis Christopher. Aaron Lee McCabe. Declan Finn McBarn. Harry James David Phillips. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Public Relations, Madeline Marie Casey. Lauren Eloise Kelly. Katie Maria Lees. Dalian Kwabena Opare. Athena Papandreou. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Public Relations with Politics, Elizabeth Mary Foster. Bradley Grant. Jack Andrew Moorcroft. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Stop Motion Animation, Sophie Elizabeth Ann Howell. Rebecca Helen Morris. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Television Production Management, Jasmine Jo Allen. Emily Alice Carter. Jennifer Kate Dyson. Charlotte Hine. James David Hockey. Jessica Amber Jones. Caitlin Victoria Lamin. Rhiannon Elizabeth Lawrence. Abby McCrory. Tyra Ann Walsh. Alexandra Wright. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film and Television Production, Daniel David Murphy. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students from the Faculty of Arts and Sciences.
You're a very enthusiastic audience. But so far, there's not a single person who's received a degree. Well, apart from Janice. Okay? So just a few words, important words. By the authority vested in me as the Vice-Chancellor of Edge Hill University, I hereby confer the Edge Hill University Awards for which you have been presented, and I congratulate you all. Hats in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a song for our graduating class of 2018, will you please welcome Miss Lucy McHale?
I see trees are green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I hear I see trees of green, red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful
Thank you very much, Lucy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the ceremony, and I'm sure you'll be wanting some refreshments after all this excitement. Can I point you to the centre of the campus, back where you came from, towards the centre, at the hub area, where there'll be refreshments available. Please can I wish you a safe journey home, and I now declare that this ceremony is closed.